So the main aim of this series is to help people find out what they don't know. And it's really difficult to navigate some complex law, finding some practical and trusted advice when you're in the middle of a health crisis. And that's effectively what carers often find themselves in when they themselves might be vulnerable. The first topic we're going to look at is looking at your legal toolbox, really. What's it really important that when there's no time pressure, perhaps when there's no health pressing needs, but we're aware and we're looking ahead, what is it we can do to plan so that we've got a toolbox ready if a situation develops unexpectedly or on a longer term journey? The first key thing is really having appropriate powers of attorney. And I say plural powers because since 2007 you can now have a property and financial affairs power of attorney, but also newly introduced then was a health and welfare power of attorney. And if you imagine a coin, you don't want to flick heads you win and tails you lose and come up tails. So if you think of that coin being, well, the heads is your property and financial affairs, and you've covered the tails, which is your health and welfare, they then work very much together if there is a crisis of health and you're the carer who's looking out for a loved one. If you have a power of attorney, have it reviewed by a specialist so they can highlight what gaps there may or may not be. And if you don't have a power of attorney, again, go to a specialist because, as I said earlier, your family and dynamic is very different to mine. It's not like buying a tin of baked beans off the shelf. You want to make sure that it really does fit with what your needs, what you anticipate your wishes will be for the future.